Hello, and welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So, today's topic is you tried it. Oh, you tried it. Stepping into this energy of confidence, surety, steady, leaning into your best and highest self comes with its share of trials, right? And not just trials outside of you, but internal ones, internal struggles, some very serious ones, some deep ones, yeah. And sometimes you tried it. You tried it. Sometimes you gotta see if some things are going to stick. Knight of Swords and or King of Swords in this deck. The Game Master. Yeah, we're gonna try some stuff. We're gonna test some theories. You know, see what's up. Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Justice, and the Fool. Okay. So yeah, test driving some things, throw some stuff to the wall, seeing how it sticks. You know, and sometimes they're great. Sometimes they turn out wonderfully. Other times, not so much. Not so much. But it's always a gamble, because you never know. Sometimes that crazy idea just might work, and it may spark some other stuff that you didn't know about, or take you down some paths to lead you to some life-changing events that you wouldn't have seen had you not tried something out of the way with the Eon. Princess of Swords, the Universe. Prince of Cups, Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. So yeah, to take you some places that you've never seen before, that you may not have seen previously, right? And can actually spark you into some action, which propels you to your graduation with the Universe card, meaning that you have an elevated position now. You can see both far and near with the Prince of Cups. Like gaining this deeper knowledge of yourself, you're able to see how your everyday decisions have impact on your broad scope of life, and zooming in and out and seeing all of the things near and far. Seven of Swords comes in with, you know, there's not a lot of, but there may be some doubt or some naysaying or some losses. Sometimes that project just doesn't get off the ground, but you tried it. Sometimes that business doesn't take off like you thought it would, but you tried it. You tried it. You know, and a lot of the times, like, the failures will cause us to become despondent. Oh gosh, that is such a good word. Despondent. Well, there's no sense in trying because I'm okay right here and I really don't need to push for anything harder. Princess of Swords says that's a lie. You always need to push. There is always an envelope that needs pushing. Art. There's this desire. There's a desire for comfort that actually sparks this action here. And blending the two of them into decisive action. Come on with the Princess of Wands. Into decisive action. Targeted action. When you find something that doesn't work, you make adjustments. Sometimes on the fly with the Princess of Wands. Because you got to try it. Because sometimes those adjustments, Six of Cups, bring you such pleasure. Oh, that was a good move. I'm glad I made that left turn in Albuquerque. Like, you can win. You can win. You're not going to make everybody happy. And if that's your goal, just toss that to the wayside, because making everybody happy is not what's going to happen here. Princess of Discs, there's going to be a lot of hands-on training, as it were, for you to be able to perfect this art and to come out of this Four of Cups, actively come out of this Four of Cups and graduate to this Temperance and or Art. And you're going to want to give up a lot. You're going to lose a lot. You're going to gain a lot. Pretty soon, these highs and these lows may or may not be as severe, you know? Like, sometimes when trying something, we become so singularly focused that we don't see that what we want is right there. How many people have said that their times of restriction have changed them significantly? How many times? Like, there's usually some sort of like going away process that comes in a hero story. There's always a going away process that comes with a hero story, and a walking away from something that you can never return to with the Tower. With what you've learned, would you go back to the person that you were 10, 15, 20 years ago? Knowing what you know now, would you go back and adopt the theories of you 10 years ago? Some things you were just never, ever going to go back to. And that's fine. Five of Pentacles. You're going to feel like you're out here just wilding, just out here with your tuchus in the wind. That's part of the process. The uncertainty is definitely part of the process. Because when you have that uncertainty, when all is lost, you have everything to gain. Come on, Spirit. You have everything to gain. Eight of Cups. But you got to have the strength to walk away from it. And Five of Cups. And also work through the disappointment and honor the disappointment of what is behind you. Remember, you're not coming back to this. So there's going to be, a mourning period, as it should. As it should be, a mourning period. Because something dear to you is now gone forever. But that loss leaves you with room to actually transmute into joy and abundance with this Nine of Cups. I mean, you tried it. You gave it a go. Four of Wands, and you're actually trying something new now. You're trying stability. You're trying something concrete. You're actually trying to do things the hard way, the same way that you've been avoiding doing for all of these years. You're actually going to give it a shot, a real one, with the Four of Wands. This is also about generations. Either making those that came before you proud, or building something for the generations that come behind you. And the Lover's card, choosing to do something different, choosing to try it. Choosing you for once. What? Choosing to take care of you instead of concerning yourself with what everyone else wants and needs. Because you also need tenderness. You also deserve to be wholly happy and stable. Wholly happy and stable. Princess of Cups, Three of Pentacles, the Prince of Swords, the Queen of Swords, nice, Ten of Cups, and the Knight or King of Wands. Targeted emotional content. With the trial and the error, you have to have enough in you to care about actually trying this new thing, but also enough distance so that if in the event it does not turn out the way that you want, you are not completely devastated and then have to start over. You got to give a shit. You can't just try stuff for the sake of trying to be like, oh, well, maybe this will work. No, you actually have to put real emotion into it. But the thing is, like, it actually builds because you can see the end result with the Prince of Swords. This Three of Pentacles thing here is like, it's a slow build. Like the phrase goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, exactly. That's fine. But it is built brick by brick. And you're responsible for these bricks. Pretty soon, you'll have a whole ass building. But it's a slow building process. But that's okay because you have a vision, Prince of Swords. You have a plan and you're looking to carry it out. With the Queen of Swords, and you are also auditing that plan because you want it to be the most efficient and effective plan possible, since we're trying it and we're playing with, and not even playing, yeah, we are. We're playing with something as tangible as our lives. You know, we want the plan to be well thought out, because ultimately we do want this, the 10 of Cups. I want to be able to allow my heart to stretch and be free and be open, right? And also be able to live out loud with the Knight of Wands, like way loud. Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Hermit, Six of Swords, Queen of Discs. One moment. Not everyone is going to understand what you're trying for and why. Some people are trying their own things. And sometimes those paths will cross. Two of Wands. Someone's going to have to step to the side. Okay? Someone is. Who's it going to be? Somebody's going to be disappointed. But as for you, you have refinement to do. You're refining your physical form. You're refining your spiritual self. And you are refining your intellectual self. Because failure is not an option. This woman has tried several things in her life. And will try several more before she's done. But look at her. She is surrounded by her family. All of her kids and her grandkids, and she has a loving husband, and she gets along with everyone in her family on all the sides. She's never stressed out. She can host large family gatherings, but only when she wants to. She's not expected to. It's like having all of the perks of being the matriarch without the stress and resentment that can build from the stress of being the matriarch. See, they don't want to talk about that. They don't ever want to talk about the resentment of being of being thrust into like the matriarch position. I have to talk about that one later. Ooh. That one hit home a little bit. Ow. Ow. Chariot. The Devil. Prince of Discs. Nine of Swords. Four of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, apparently we're going to talk about that now. See, for those of us who are responsible for several generations worth of people, those who are expected to be the family historian, those self-appointed program directors, some of it is a labor of love, but we'll what's the word I'm looking for? It's a lot better and way more enjoyable when you have a team of competent, critical thinking, and active members. They see things that need to be done and they just do them. They don't come to the program director with silliness. And then become offended when the program director tells them, you should have known better. Anywho, alas, I digress. Alas, I digress. Skirt, Chariot's here, bringing with it the Devil and the Prince of Discs. Why would the Devil and the Prince of Discs be on the Chariot? Because more money, more problems. That's why. Duh. The Chariot is taking you new levels, new devils. You're going to be dealing with things on a grander scale once you graduate. That collective is the cycle of life. And just because we take this particular path does not mean that we are not going to have struggles in ourselves, right? If somebody tells you, if some spiritual guru looks you in your face and tells you that they never, ever deal with this 9 of Swords type energy, that they have risen above it and that they don't, run. Because we are human beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And while we don't want to be in this 9 of Swords, anxiety ridden, constantly stressed out, staying up late at night, questioning everything type energy, we get into it because we're human beings. Our goal is to be able to work through this as peacefully as we can, as so not to break our psyche, so that we can learn from it. So that we can learn from it with the Ace of Wands. So you know what? Try it. You tried it. Yeah, you did. You tried it with yourself. You tried it with somebody else. Absolutely. You tried it with them. Yep. But you know what? You tried it. And like that whole thing says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know what? Take the daggum shots. Take them. We don't know how long we have on this pile of rocks, on this user interface we call Earth. We don't know. We just know that we're here to make a difference. You can't make a difference without trying some off the wall poop. So just try it and see where that takes you. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.